Story 1. Emile bought a life insurance policy on our child. Currently in C with Mil and partner is LC after Emile harassed me about piercing our 12mo daughter's ears 20 plus times and even telling us and our daughter she's going to take her and do it herself, and I snapped and said I can't do this anymore after we repeatedly told her we'd be waiting until she asks for them herself. This is after many situations including her calling me fat, that I had a round face during pregnancy, and poking my belly and arms at my baby shower calling me squishy. Completely shamed my breastfeeding journey, accused me of not making enough milk, telling me I'm starving my daughter, that I'm preventing anyone else from bonding with her by not feeding her formula, etc. She is passive-aggressive, makes constant digs at everything I do, and just overall a very manipulative and mean-spirited person. So anyway, now you have a little background. The last visit we had at her house, she brings up that she bought a Gerber life insurance policy for our daughter and accidentally put my partner's brother, golden child, as the beneficiary, and she hasn't gotten around to fixing it. I don't know why, but it just seriously bothers me so much. I understand these are marketed towards grandparents, but it feels icky to me. I can't tell if I'm just clouded by how much I dislike her and her behavior, or if this is actually problematic. Comment 1. OP, don't let her get under your skin. It isn't worth the energy. Your partner has declined to change, so the problem is back in her court, and leave her to process her feelings. Try to laugh at the stupidity of her self-indulgent request. Comment 2. Once you tell her you won't move the party, be ready for her to ask if she can just come visit and celebrate the week before. She'll want to come stay at your house and keep y'all busy and get all the alone time with birthday girl. Strongly recommend no visitors the week before, as you will be busy stressed getting ready for party, and it would be hard. Comment 3. Tell Emile you will be happy provide pictures and video of daughter's birthday party on the scheduled day. It is unfortunate that you could not attend. This is Emile power play at the expense of your daughter. Comment 4. I'm annoyed on your behalf, and she's not my Emile. It's actually amusing how she wants her grandchild's birthday party to be easiest for her and screw everyone else. I'm afraid to read your prior stories and get more annoyed. LOL. Stay the course and obviously do nothing to accommodate her. Comment 5. Unfortunately, everything has already been confirmed and can't be changed. We hope you can make it. Comment 6. Fun fact. My parents did that for both girls. We never got the paperwork, so when they said once 21 or 25, can't remember, they would get cash value, we found out no. That wasn't the case. They could continue to take over the payments, but it was basically a scam. One that my parents paid for decades with zero return. I said no to Gerber. They did it anyway, and the joke was on them. Comment 7. If you're in the US, I'd check in with your state because your state may have a law protecting you from this. In my state, you can contact the State Office of Insurance and find out more / make a report. To quote the law in my state, 3. In addition to the signature of the applicant, the consent of the parent or legal guardian with whom the juvenile resides, as evidenced by signature, must be obtained before submitting the application for underwriting. Any juvenile age 15 or older must sign the application for insurance on the juvenile's life. Comment 8. I can't be the only one that finds this super creepy and suspicious. I wouldn't let her or her golden child babysit. I see red flags everywhere. Comment 9. What an odd thing for her to do. You should check on the legality of what she did because she might need parental consent to have the policy. Story 2. Emile refused my gift. If you've read my other posts, you know just how bad my Emile is. We actually have gone the past couple months without seeing her, but yesterday, she invited us over for a going-away dinner. We are moving states far away from her. When we first walked in, I noticed an instruction manual for a carpet cleaner sitting at the front door. A few months ago, she let us borrow her carpet cleaner and said we could give it back when we move. I used it a lot because I've been a bit of a clean freak since my daughter was born, LOL. Because I used it so much, it got pretty dirty and old-looking. I didn't want to give her back a dirty machine, so I just bought her a newer, better version of the same one brand new. I thought that putting the instruction manual at the front door was really passive-aggressive and immature, so my husband went out to the car to grab the one we just bought her. While he was grabbing it, I told her we got her a gift. She responded with, "The only gift I want is for my baby to stay here with me," while my daughter was in her hands. Once my husband brought in the carpet cleaner, she said, "What is that?" very ungratefully. I explained how the other one is dirty, so I got her this one. She made a big deal about how she doesn't even want hers back, and she doesn't need it because she doesn't have any carpet. Mind you, her entire stairs and entire upstairs is fully carpet, only downstairs is tiles. She then rudely asked how much I bought it for, and I said a couple $100, and my FIL chimes in and goes, "Why you need to put more value on the dollar?" So she turned it down, and now I have to go back and return it. I was super excited to give it to her, and I feel very hurt that it was rejected. She told us we need to be better at saving our money. We have a very big savings account and have already paid 6 months rent ahead of time at our new house. It just makes me feel like she thinks my gift is beneath her. We then proceeded to open a card she gave us, and there was $500 cash inside of it. This whole situation just really hurt me and put a bad taste in my mouth for the night. Some other honorable mentions of the night is anyone is interested. When my daughter started crying because she was hungry, and Emile hands her to me to feed her and says, "At least there is one thing you're needed for." My MDL was talking about how her other son's son only says a few words at 16 months, and he should be talking more, then proceeds to tell us how it's so important for us to be talking to her all the time. I looked it up, and a 16-month-old usually only knows 3 to 6 words. My MIL rushed to change her diaper the second she could when I wasn't looking, and then comments on the fact that the diapers are too small on her. We just sized up, and they are actually a little big, but she didn't unfold the diaper at all. When we got home and had changed her diaper, her whole butt cheek was hanging out, and the diaper was on her hip. When we were leaving, she's holding my baby who is crying because it is way past her bedtime, and she wants to go, and my FIL say, "Wow, she's really bonded with you," to my MIL as she's screaming in her arms, "LOL, okay." And of course, she held my daughter the entire time and refused to look at my husband or I when we held her. I am so glad to finally be gone and not have to see these people anymore. When we were leaving, she mentioned how she does want to see us again before we go. I didn't even respond because we literally have 4 days to clean and pack up everything. Would it be wrong for me to not go see her again? I'm also curious if anyone else thinks it rude to reject a gift, or if you would be as hurt as me. Comment 1. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou. Comment 2. They are absolutely terrible. Never invite them again. Comment 3. I would never have waited for anyone that was late to my kid's birthday. Comment 4. She had her goodbye visit. She obviously made the most of it with her awful behavior. You have too much to do for your upcoming move, none of which will require her help. Your spouse can visit her once more if he wants when she whines about her baby, since he actually is her baby. But you and LO are far too busy to waste another minute in the company of that ungrateful shrew. Comment 5. You give her entirely too much info, OP. It was none of her business how much it cost. Don't set yourself up in the future. Info diets for all. Comment 6. Do not go see her again before they go. Also, make sure your house is not set up with a comfy spare bedroom. Make that an office, craft room, toy room, whatever you need to be so that she cannot come stay with you. Story 3. Jay and mom immediately shared a picture of my preemie newborn to FB to announce she's a grandma. CW. Mentions of blood and traumatic pregnancy/delivery. The last few days have been kinda wild, but things have mostly settled down now. This past Saturday, I went into the ER at 31 weeks pregnant after experiencing what I thought were Braxton Hicks contractions for a couple days, which then progressed to vaginal bleeding. My baby boy was born on Sunday morning. Everything happened quickly, and after I received the epidural, both of our blood pressures started to drop, so they needed to get him out fast and had to use the forceps to pull him out, which left a large bruise on his face. They got him breathing again, and my husband snapped a quick picture of him before he went off to the NICU. I'm home now, recovering well. Baby boy will be staying in the NICU for a while, but he's improving each day. Now on to the Jane mom of this story. After things settled down, I started texting family to let them know the baby had come early, but we were both fine. My mom asked for a picture, and I stupidly sent her the one my husband took. Less than 5 minutes later, she's posted it to FB announcing that baby came early and she's a grandma. The picture is super unflattering. My tiny preemie baby with a large bruise on his face and baby penis on full display. They hadn't even gotten a diaper on him yet. We also had not announced anything to the FB masses at this point yet. My husband called her and told her to take the picture down, which thankfully she did without much fuss, but she then just changed it to a general post announcing his birth and her being a grandma. I was annoyed but not surprised, since most of the comments she's made towards me during my pregnancy were basically how excited she was to be a grandma so she could get validation from her peers. Literally, when I told her I was pregnant, one of the first things she said was, "Now my dentist can stop giving me shit about not having grandkids." My BFF called her out on the post about how shitty it was to announce something like this before the parents have had the chance to share the news. My mom then texted her with some dumb story about how when he's old enough to talk, she will ask his permission before sharing pictures because of this one time her mother shared some unflattering picture of herself as a child. Not sure why she even did it if she supposedly understands from experience how shitty that is. So that's my tale. She hasn't really checked on me at all since then. Not that I really want her to, because she's pretty useless when it comes to support. I will be seeing her this weekend for the baby shower that we planned before his birth, so that should be fun. Comment 1. Sounds like you need to skip a month of Sundays. Comment 2. Make sure you show this to your church people and family. Fortunately for us, MIL, everyone else respects our boundaries. You're the only holdout. Comment 3. I keep seeing being a grandmother is a privilege, not a right. May I reframe for all the troubled mamas so you can take comfort in this. Being a grandmother is a biological fact. Your kid had a kid. Now that kid and partner make all the decisions as to the best interests of the new baby. If your involvement is not in their best interest, then there will be zero involvement. Comment 4. And with that, she gets no more pictures and she just ruined her own grandmother experience. Comment 5. I would comment on her picture that she posted. Enjoy the last picture of my son that you will receive from me. Thank you for posting this inappropriate picture without my permission. Clearly, I know I cannot count on your judgment or on you putting anybody above yourself. You are not a safe person. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.